Sit turn type sit. Good boy. Ruff.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
Making our triumphant return here on Turnbuckle Tabloid. It's been a few days since I've been jumping onto the old podcasting outlet. Got a lot going on. It's been pretty hectic on my side. 12-hour shifts and no breaks. I pretty much understand where you come from nowadays and what you've been gigging on, sir.
I was going to say, you're talking about my schedule, or I didn't even know that was your schedule too.
Yeah, I stepped it up. I gotta start cranking out some OTs from here on out. But it's been interesting the past few weeks, especially not only personal life but also professional wrestling. This is it's been a real struggle, I have to say the least, for the past couple of weeks to gravitate to wrestling. It's not that I don't love it. It's just that I'm just trying to see, like, should I even care about stories anymore, or should I just go about just watching matches?
I don't know. Maybe we're getting to the point where we just want to see wrestling and not really care that much about it.
Is it because we don't care about it, or is it because that they're not giving us anything to care about?
That.
Yeah.
Pretty much that.
Yeah, I get that. But nonetheless, we're
here to talk about it.
Yeah, we're here to discuss what we have just concluded. These very sketchy and very I'm trying to be not so political here, but very dangerous possibly time at professional wrestling where we have our wrestlers going into countries dangerous territories of enemy lines, I guess, or whatever. But thankfully they made they're on their way back home. There's no much issues, right? There's not any issues like previous times. But King and Queen of the Ring was upon us, and I have to say that due to my beliefs for such a long time, it really takes me a lot to watch this, but I know I do for the show.
Right.
Your thoughts on it as well?
I mean, at this point, we're at the point where they just do the shows, and I mean, there was a time when WWE used to do these shows and never say like where they're going. It'd be like, oh, we're going Saudi Arabia, but not I say where we are because they used to get booed on national television,
right?
When they said because of everything that goes on over there. But I think now to the point where there's definitely a difference between the Vince era of Saudi shows and the Triple H era. Because I mean, can we honestly admit the quality of the shows in ring wise are so much better?
That I could say yes. That I could honestly say is true.
Because Vince would put on the dream matches with old people that would go horribly wrong, or Goldberg would be swashing the feed for no fucking reason, and then pandemic hit, and then once they went back, it was like they definitely decided, you know what, let's do something different. And you know what, they did for the better. And I give credit to those fans over there that are loud, that chant for everybody, that boo for everybody. Like they're very participating for the show because.
Right.
I think it's just us wrestling fans over here, or people that are just from the States, just look at that and go, like, fuck you, we want these shows over here. Meanwhile, it's like, a lot of people overseas or in different places deserve to see wrestling too. I mean, we're going to see a show in Paris. We're going to see how that goes later on in the year. So,
right. Yeah, that's the one thing I take away from the whole political aspect of this is the fact that at least the fans are greatly engaged on what's going on. You can tell that they really have a really strong love for professional wrestling. Hell, they're learning English just to sing Randy Orton and CM Punk songs. It's just like, all right, we're this is
And
what
let's be real here too. The Royal Rumble, the one of their longest running shows, are going to be in this place in January. Who's to say we're going to get a WrestleMania soon from there?
uh yeah, that's true. It looks like it's I kind of feel that was already on the table once this deal was done. It just was like trying to do the slow roll into doing that. But I have to honestly say that, in my opinion, I think it's gonna probably take away from the feel of everybody else outside of it. Of course, people are gonna watch it,
But
but I think they're gonna be like, England is gonna be like, really? They got it before us? Are you kidding me? Like, really? This is what's happening here?
I mean, think about it for us. We're going to have to tune in at 1 o'clock in the afternoon for the Royal Rumble.
Which is probably not a bad thing, though.
Well,
Honestly, yeah, probably not a bad thing to watch it at 1 o'clock. I would not. If I could go to the pub, if I go to the bar and throw an event at 1 o'clock during brunch, shit, it'll be amazing. That'll be great.
I saw somebody post a picture or share a picture. Like, there was like a Power Rangers reunion, like where they had all the Power Rangers in the suits, and they said
Right.
that's going to be the women's Royal Rumble match.
Oh yeah. Oh, can you imagine? Well, maybe in January is not. It won't be as hot, so it won't be as bad. But yeah,
Yeah.
that would be interesting, and hope, and it would be a 2 night event, wouldn't it?
I don't think they say anything about 2 nights, but you know that I did agree with that. That's coming soon. I mean, someone
Yeah.
said this year is going to be 2 nights. Like eventually, Survivor Series, Money in the Bank, like the major 5 shows are going to have 2 nights.
Right.
And you know what? If they get away with it and sell tickets, fuck it, go for it.
Yeah.
You're not doing house shows that much anymore. If you want to do 2 nights to cover that, fuck it, do it.
Well, since we're discussing it now, King and Queen of the Ring was upon us, and what do we have?
Well, technically, it's Night of Champions as well.
Well, that too, yeah. Night of Champions as well. So, what do we got?
We opened with Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton in the finals for the men's King of the Ring.
So I'm gonna say just quickly that this might have been the most predictable match of the night. But with that being said, with the OGs on deck, I have to say how extremely shocked I was at how good this match was for me.
Really?
Yeah, I mean the past few matches we've seen Cody in, it could have been considered, point and click Cody, typical stuff here and there.
Right.
This time around, we actually saw Cody pull out some stuff that, he looked a little classic to me.
Right. I think like initially when they announced him for the King of the Ring, I think everybody was like, really, like, why does he have to be in the King of the Ring? I mean, he pinned John Cena at Money in the Bank. Isn't that fucking enough for him to get a rematch? Doesn't he already have an automatic rematch? Like, why does he need this? But like I'm thinking about it, I'm like, well, he has a theme song that's called Kingdom. He pretty much walks around like he is a king. I mean, if we want to get a heel Cody, this is the closest thing we'll start to do for that, I guess. You give him a crown, because in the past, when you give him rings or you give him anything sparkly or shiny, like my precious, like he goes nuts over it. But I mean, because I looked at this bracket, I was like, out of all the people, Cody Rhodes really didn't need to win this, but I get why they're giving it to him. But I think overall, the match wise, it's Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. They're gonna give the best matchup they can.
Also,
they did rush into it though. I did think.
I kind of said that. Is this teasing a Cody turn or is this teasing a Randy turn?
Well, by the end of the match, they definitely teased Randy's turning.
Right.
Right, because he definitely looked pissed. And also, 2 years in a row, King of the Ring finals, and he loses. It's definitely like one of those things where they definitely have to play it up. Like is this time running out for championship matches? Because I mean, we're starting to see the new guard come in, and he's definitely going to be phased out eventually.
Right. Um, I was happy to say that the not only the classic looking Cody was on the scene, but also the crowd for this match were in it, even all through the technical stuff, the wear downs, the pacing. The crowd was all of they really were backing this match. They actually were smart to what was going on in the ring. Did you feel the same way as well?
They definitely treated them like the stars that they are.
Yeah.
There was never a dull moment. I mean, I think by the time when I tuned into the Metro Rock, I saw them like put a headlock in. I was like, "Are you serious?" But then when I watched it again, I was like, "Okay, they actually did some stuff in this match." It's just that it's just like when you think of like a Randy Orton match, it's like, "Oh, let's put the headlock in." But it's also like one of those things where Cody was pulling out all the stop disaster kicks, Cody cutters, which I'm surprised the announcers never said like, "Oh, Cody's doing the cutter because of his mentor Randy," or like with his time with Randy. Like they
Yeah,
never really said anything like that.
yeah, that would have been probably smart to tie it, but they did want to emphasize so much that the history of legacy that was there. So there was that's kind of alluding to something to that as well.
I don't know how you felt about the finish though, where Randy started to snap a little bit, where he got the chair, but then the referee took the chair away, took the turnbuckle pad off, and then Cody pushed him into it, and he hit Randy on his armpit,
Right.
and then Cody hit the crossroads, and then it was just 1, 2, 3. Like I was waiting for him to pick that bastard back up for 2 more, but then they got he only hit him with one.
Yeah, I was that, and bless you. I was thinking the whole aspect as well with the pacing of the punt kick, waiting for the punt. And I was like, I guess this is when we're trying to tease the whole Randy doubting himself for what happened, and maybe he should have kicked him in the head.
Like I love you, but I'm still gonna kick you in the head because not for nothing. I want to get John Cena again.
Right. So
Like the old Randy Orton started to creep back in at some points for him, where it's like he knows what he needs to do to win, but he loves Cody. He doesn't want to kick him in the head for real.
yeah, that's probably the only thing that bothered me during this match. But other than that, I was completely cool with what happened. I was good with it. Everything else, I thought it was a great match. Cody gets the win here, with at 1945. Good pacing in the match. Didn't even seem like it was almost 20 minutes long. I thought it was a really good match for my opinion.
I thought it was crazy they opened the show, honestly.
Yeah, that's another thing too. You got that curtain jerker going on for you. So next up,
Next up, I believe it was Rhea Ripley against Raquel Rodriguez in a street fight.
yes, and to be honest with you, I totally forgot that this match was on the card. I was like, oh,
When they announced this on Monday, I was like, oh, next week on Raw it's gonna be this, and then I saw it was like, oh wait, Night of Champions graphic. Like this could have been a Raw main event, but you know what? These two women went out there and killed each other pretty much, or tried to.
yeah, and you know what? Shout out to Raquel Rodriguez, man. She looked great in this match, in my opinion. I thought she looked really, really good here.
Yeah, she definitely needed this, considering that Liv's gonna be out for a couple months now, and these women's tag belts are cursed as fuck. But this was definitely a good outing for her as a singles competitor, because I think people forget that that's what her pretty much her role is or
Yeah,
was.
yeah. I
Like
thought. So go ahead.
she's not just supposed to be the Diesel to Liv Shawn Michaels, but she could go as well.
Yeah, I was very much impressed with how, even with Roxanne coming in and, um I guess, giving more reason into why she is in Judgment Day and going to be teasing more once the live return and how her involvement was. But I thought even with her doing that, the focal point of the match was Liv. I thought it was a great look for her to be here. Rhea, of course, looking Rhea. I thought that she would have at least come. You know what I wanted her to look like? I wanted her to look like Baroness from Cobra Commander. That's who I wanted her to come out looking like. But other than that, I thought that like you said, this match in all was really, really solid.
I think it's definitely funny to see that Roxanne is so small that she could fit in an actual fucking trash can and put the lid on top with no issue.
That is, yeah, that did seem like it fit perfectly for her.
That just shows how small this woman is. But I mean, next month or in a couple of weeks now, we're gonna have Evolution 2, so it's definitely gonna be interesting what the women's card is gonna look like with it being an all women's show. Because after this, then SummerSlam. That's like okay. As far as Rhea Ripley goes, it's kind of hard to see her not involved in the women's world title picture.
Right.
But it's like as long I don't know if you run this again or if she finds a partner. Maybe you pair her and Stephanie together. I don't know
Yeah.
because eventually I think Roxanne and Raquel will be like Roxanne will be her default women's tag team partner. Like, they'll give her the belt or because if they run a tournament, like, it'll be like rinse and repeat with everything they've done in the past.
Yeah, I can see that as well. I don't know if this took away from the luster of Raquel that she could possibly do something here even more, but at the same time, I think that this was like something that said, "Hey, look, look what she can do as well." And are we finally going to move Rhea away from the Judgment Day thing? Nope, not going to happen yet. nope, nope,
I
nope.
mean, unless this woman physically goes to SmackDown, this woman is like, destined to
Doomed.
be with Judgment Day forever.
Yeah, she's going to be doomed to be there. Uh, we had excuse me, we had Rhea with the win here at exactly 14 minutes. 14 minutes. And yeah, yeah, and kudos to Raquel also once again. I'm sorry that I'm shining the light on her a lot, but kudos for taking that riptide off the top of the table. It's like that
Right.
it almost looked bad.
And let's not mince words here. Like these two women are like are the tallest women on the roster. Rhea
Right,
Ripley and Raquel are the strongest women on the roster too. So a lot of the stuff they were doing to each other looked physical. I mean, when you had Rhea like, trapped in the ropes, you had Raquel like beat the shit out of her with a cane. Like it was
right.
brutal. Like and these two women have been feuding since like NXT days too, which is like the most insane thing when you think about it too. Like on and off, and it's like one of those rare pairings where when they get together, it works.
Yeah. But once again, really good match. I was not unhappy here. I thought it was a great match as well. Next up,
Sami Zayn against somebody that we've never seen, never haven't seen on TV or PLEs for a long time now. Karrion Kross.
ah, oh, man, I was happy to see. First of all, I was happy to hear the music. That was
Right?
the first thing for me that hit.
If you have never seen this man's entrance before, this man has a really cool entrance.
Yes, and I was like, oh yes, they're using it. Fantastic, awesome.
Did you hear the stat line for when they gave for Cross? Where like this is his first PLE since WrestleMania last year, and this is his first singles match in 3 years on a PLE.
Jesus Christ, that's sad. It's not even anything to be proud of.
It was like, why did they bring this dude back? Like he wanted to come back when Triple H was in charge. He told us.
Right.
Like people
And
are like, oh, like what do you mean he told you? Like we saw him at Outlaw like years ago when he got released, and he said he'll go back when Triple H is in charge. Guess what? Triple H is in charge. You're back. You grew your hair long, and what are you doing?
right.
Billy TV time on Raw, and you have a PLE match against Sami Zayn, who is over as fucking Saudi Arabia.
This match in a whole, I was very much happy or what happened here. Um, he looked amazing in the match though. Can't I gotta admit he looked great.
Right.
Um, was very much impressed on how good he looked. You know, and I hate the fact to hear the bullshit that was being said on the in the dirt sheets or whatever. Oh, you know, he doesn't want to take bumps. He's been known to be hard to work with. It's been so much negativity that goes on there and what has been going on with him that I'm like, you know, just let him get in there and burn, let him run. And I was happy to see that he looked really, really good here. He did. He looked strong. Sammy worked with him really, really, really solid. Um, even when it came to counterintuitive moves and such, they worked. The chemistry was there, and just the talking even helped the match as well. Him telling him, "Admit it, say it. You're a liar. Say it." It was great storytelling for me.
Right. It was definitely played to the finish too, where you could see where it was going. Where he was like after the last one, like say you're a liar, runs to the opposite corner. Sammy runs after him with the haluva kick and gets the win. But I mean, like, you really can't compare. Like, what are you gonna compare this performance from Cross to what, like 3 years ago? Because I mean, this dude does wrestle from time to time. We just don't see it on TV. So
Right.
it's like one of those things where maybe after this you keep him on TV and you actually have him do some stuff. But it's the question of like, do you keep him as a heel? Because I mean, people are cheering behind him. We keep seeing on Twitter, "We want Cross." Do you turn him babyface with the hot manager, his hot wife? I mean, it's one of those weird things where like, what do you do with this dude?
Yeah. Someone talking about what happened uh in the event of the haluva kick once it occurred. They were saying that uh with him getting kicked in the back of the head, what it looked like, is that a possibility to show that there's going to be a meaner side to Sammy after this? There was even the banter after he was pinned, the back and forth that was going on there, which I thought it was great conversation as well. I'm hoping that this turns out to be something more of a push because Sammy's always going to get the look anyway. I'm sorry, but you know, guys, Sammy's going to be Sammy, and everybody loves Sammy. But I think this is. I hope this is what's going to be the launching pad for carrying Cross from here on out. And on Raw, he gets the love that he deserves.
Right.
This match went for, of course, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn gets the win here at 13:35. Next up,
Oh Jesus, we had Sol Sokoa versus Jacob Fatu.
now this was the first. I think this is where the show started to go. Well, let's just throw everything in the ring and see what the fuck happens. Jacob and Solo, heated rivalry going on here. I hate you, Solo. It's been going down the line. Jacob, your your US champ here, and Solo, gotta admit, didn't look too bad here,
But
but there, there was some hiccups here.
I mean, after 3 years, he decides to become a comedian. I mean, did you see him give Jacob the fucking German suplex where Jacob goes a full rotation, lands on his face, and like he just stands there and does the whole shake his body thing like Jacob does? It's like
Right.
he chooses these random moments to show a little personality, and it just looks awkward to me sometimes.
Yeah. I I don't know. I was really invested in the whole Solo thing. I thought he had a possible look for him. He could actually go somewhere else, but to me, something is off with him. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the storyline. I just don't. I don't know.
Well, I know what the answer is. It's because he booked him to be a fucking loser. Anything he's in,
Yeah,
he just loses.
yeah, that definitely could be it.
And now with Jacob in the mix, it's like, oh, Jacob's a better version of you.
Yeah, Yeah,
Like,
you're right. That could be. That definitely could be. That could be it.
like,
But
like the person that should have been Elijah Roman and then like do the whole like tribal chief thing, it should have been Jacob the whole time. But Solo never built that credibility. They put him in these big spots and he'd cut okay promos, but like he's just an average guy. I'm sorry to say, but it's just like this, he's not terrible. He's not the worst wrestler I've seen. It's just nothing about him stands out. He does the Simone Spike, okay, and then what? All you Simones do the running hip toss into the fucking ring. That's it.
so are you saying that Jacob came too late, or
I
because
mean,
he took over Solo Shine?
yeah, I mean, I guess so. Because look at the finish of this match. We have fucking Jeff Cobb or JC Mateo run out, and like he looks off like since his debut.
Right.
Then you had the Golden Boy Tagaloa make his return, do his finish to Jacob, and then you finally get Hikuleo making his on-screen debut as Tala Tonga, and he's doing Jacob Fatu's taunt after he does a choke slam to him on the announce table, and then I don't know what was Jacob Fatu's thinking, but when So hit the Simone Spike, Jacob did a full flip, and then So pinned him, and now we have a new U.S. champion and a new was this Bloodline 3.0 version now.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a 3.0 now.
I mean, Jesus, and this Bloodline storyline is never gonna end because there's more from down the line. But just now, this Bloodline is Solo, Tagaloa, Tala Tonga, and JC Mateo. Oh Jesus, Lord in hell! And we didn't even get Tama Tonga's return.
Yeah, we're stacked, aren't we? we're
What
pretty much we're stacked.
I can't wait for War Games. This
Yeah,
might be the year they don't do it. They say we gotta skip a year.
yeah.
Because also, since Survivor Series is going to be in a baseball stadium, how the hell are they going to
Yeah,
hang
it's
that
gonna be in
fucking
San
thing?
Diego. Yeah,
How are they going to hang that structure?
yeah. That's a good question. Exactly. Yeah, that's definitely going to be interesting to see how they put that together.
But
Uh
Solo finally wins the singles title on the main roster.
yes, he does. At 12 minutes and 5. God, this seemed even longer. I thought this was actually one of the longer ones. Solo Sokoa is your new United States champion. And shout out to Julia, who got her first main roster title as well, while winning the Women's United States Championship on SmackDown.
Did you see the promo she cut that they aired on SmackDown where she pretty much said, "I don't give a shit about this belt. This is just a stepping stone to the women's world title."
Yeah, right. It's like, okay,
But
catty bitch. It's like, all
but I
right,
mean, come on, it was the right decision to give her the belt. Like all
right,
respect to
definitely.
Selena, but Julia is way better than Selena. And
Yeah,
if we want to establish these women mid card belts, I mean they're doing it right on Raw now. SmackDown, it's your turn.
right. Next up,
Okay, Jade Cargill, Asuka, Queen of the Ring finals.
uh, so okay, I'm not gonna say she looked bad. I think she looked fine.
Correct.
Asuka really carried this match. She did a hell of a job here with this match. She actually made Jade look really good.
And considering that Asuka's been gone for a year,
Right. Well, she
and
did.
Asuka looks great as ever, but Jade looked good as well. But I think it's just everybody has a freaking pains in a bunch about the finish.
Right. And I mean, so what? Honestly, just so what? It's
She hit her finish. It looked good. It's just that this woman pulled Asuka a little too much.
well, that and the fact is like, do we want to see her pull off her pose on Asuka?
Or is it the fact that you wanted to hit her with the Jade like 3 more times? Like, was it the fact that she hit it once and that was it?
Right. That's the key one there. Just like we missed out on Cody hitting Randy with the crossroads maybe 3 times. We only got once, and was a great transition on how to do it. I thought it was a great setup. But
She got her up easy and landed her down safely, and then just went for her pin combination.
yeah, do you want to see her pin Asuka with her dominant pin? No. If it's sloppy, it's sloppy, and then it's fine. It's not going to be perfect.
People still butthurt the fact that people pin Asuka off these like silly moves. Meanwhile, Asuka was on that undefeated streak. Remember that years ago? Yeah, I remember it, but that's not the same Asuka. This is an Asuka who's getting
Yeah,
older, who people are now finding ways to defeat her in storyline.
yeah, she's years older. Like, come on, like it's it's fine.
The commentary was talking about she's already a future Hall of Famer.
Right.
How many years has she been in this company now? Like only 7.
Yeah. So I mean, listen, we already know she had a career outside of here and such, and now coming in here, she's in her early 40s. Like, the time is gonna happen. Don't worry about it. Jade is the new wave.
I was only shocked that Jade won, considering the fact that Cody won. Because I was like, you can't have both people from the same show win both tournaments. Like one has to win on the other show, and the other one has to.
Yep. Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Because also, if Asuka won, then we get her an EO for SummerSlam, because that's something I would like to see. But
right.
I mean, Jade wins it, and you know what? It's the same thing with Cody, where Jade can have that character change where she gets a little too crown crazy, or like think she's actually a real queen, or like some bullshit. But
yeah,
I mean,
nonetheless,
she needs to win something, honestly, too. Because if they snatch this woman from AEW and they need to push her, so have her actually win things.
Well, this goes to show she gets her title shot at SummerSlam against the winner of Tiffany Stratton and whoever, if ever Naomi cashes in. Which are we assuming that this is going to happen at SummerSlam? Jade wins and then she gets cashed in on.
I feel the cash in will happen mid-match, and Naomi will steal the title from Jade in that match.
Okay.
We have to wait and see the evolution, because right now Tiffany, because penciled in, it's Tiffany versus Jade.
Oh, is it at Evolution? I thought it was at SummerSlam. Oh, okay.
No, it's going to be at SummerSlam, but I'm saying whatever Tiffany does at Evolution might cause a change to SummerSlam.
Right. All right. So, Jade gets the win at 8:35 here, which builds us to the main event.
Also, the shortest match on the show.
Yeah, that was the shortest match on the show. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Everybody went over 10. They looked at them two and said, "No, you're going to eat.
You'll be fine." Yeah. Finally, we get in the main event. John Cena, your champ, our champ, everyone's the last to be seen versus CM Punk. And wow.
You want to talk about the build first? Like for the last 2 weeks, what they did?
Well, I thought that the build was interesting. I thought the promos were fine. I thought that we'd have probably leaned in a little bit more on Punk. On Cena, on Punk's hypocrisy. But the pipe bomb itself, a lot of people, it was 50-50 with people. I thought it was great. I thought it was a great fucking callback. And I'm glad that they did it. Hi, Claudio Castellano. Hi, Matt Cardona.
Hi, Nick Nemeth.
Hi, Nick Nemeth. I thought it was a great homage to what occurred years ago, and it so happened that R-Truth was in the mix of that one as well. It's funny.
I mean, it feels like we went back to 2011, which is weird for the last couple of weeks. But I mean, when Cena cut that pipe bomb 2.0 promo, it was definitely
I lost your mic. Your mic went off, Mike. Yeah, there you go. Hold on. You got to connect. I can't hear you. So while you fix your mic, I'll there you go. Yeah, there you go.
like I was saying, I thought the pipe bomb a couple weeks ago was very funny in the sense that like Cena was doing it because he's pretty much acknowledging the fact like, oh, he's still on the air. Like he was pretty much a carbon copy of it from all those years ago.
Right.
And then when you saw Punk come out as rapper John Cena or his version of it,
Thug life, basic thugonomics,
Punk
basic
life.
thugonomics.
I mean, shit. I mean, they definitely knew. This was one of those things for me where did it have to be in Saudi Arabia? I guess because it's easy money for people to buy on the show. I wish it was Money in the Bank though. But regardless of the fact that they did this match, that was the one thing where we all talked about for the John Cena retirement tour. He must have a match with CM Punk.
Yeah, for me, is your mic cut off again? There you go. There you go.
I'm just saying, what do people really expect?
I thought, I thought it was more of, yeah, let's get this match out of the way because this is the retirement tour. We know this is what's going down, so we're gonna just do this and get it over with. But this was a classic Cena and Punk kind of match. This is something that you expect. They pulled out everything that they would have done 14 years ago.
Right.
It's everything from multiple AAs, multiple GTSs, each stealing each other's moves. I thought it was what we expect from these guys.
I mean, the fact that both of them are 10 years older and they both look very limited in what they can do now. Like, Cena is not the same Cena he was.
Right.
And Punk he's definitely got older. He's not as athletic as he is. But they definitely did what they could. That was pretty much what we knew going into this. And then Seth Rollins made a little appearance or made a grand spectacle of himself for the last 5 minutes of this match.
Yeah, regardless of what you say, we knew that this was going to pop up. I mean, there was that tease of, is Cena reverting back to the face that everyone loves? And then we got that moment after Rollins attempted to, I guess, cash in or get involved in the match, and the hug occurred, and then we got the look. But Punk was immediately prepared for it and knew it was coming.
I mean, we got a lot of it. I mean, like you said, John Cena once again grabs the title. Looks like he's about to hit Punk in the head with it. Fans chanting no. He puts the belt down. Punk knocks him out. Rollins comes out, and then all hell breaks loose where Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker beat both men up, and then Penta makes the save, which was the first LOL moment because Penta couldn't help himself. He did his little Penta walk before running down to the ring for the save. Because then Braun had to go run up and get him. And
He's the new Jeff Hardy.
Maybe. I mean, as soon as he got top of the stage,
he had to do his emote. He had to do his emote before he got into the ring.
It was like, you're in a real rush, sir. And then Sammy came out for the save. And then I think at this point, everybody was waiting for Roman Reigns to make his return, or everyone wanted to hear the music go off him. But no Roman this month. But like you said, John Cena once again did the hug, did the face, was about to kick him in the dick. Punk reverse, tried to hit GTS. Rollins hit him in the back with a briefcase. Then curb stomp. John Cena threw him out the ring, and then John Cena gets the win. And he ran away with the back with the title, and he said, "Don't go away. Keep your shot on this." And then the show went off the air.
Yeah, I forgot that LA Knight was written off TV because I expected it was going to be him, but I forgot he was written off of TV for all the tsunamis he took. But other than that, like, this was just another match that Cena had, and this is his goodbye going well?
No.
Yeah.
It's this heel turn is really hindering it, I think. And it's not just, and also to like his age, like he's limited in the ring. Like he's not the same Cena he used to be. He's not gonna pull up the same stuff he used to. Like, why do you think he does AAs like, all every fucking move? Like,
Shout out to Charles Robinson for taking that bump.
I will say that was a nice callback, where because Rollins signaled to the back for the referee, and you can see like because also like it's been what like 20 years or more than a couple like 10 years for Charles Robinson doing that famous run,
Yeah.
and I will say John Cena knocked the shit out of him. Like he gave him that shoulder block, and out of nowhere, Charles Robinson's out. He said on Twitter, he's like, "I'm okay."
Shout out Little Nate.
Right.
But
the Cena heel turn, it's definitely one of those weird things where it's a nice idea in theory, but in execution, it's like they're missing something. I don't know what it is. Because the fans are not booing him; they're cheering him still. They're loving it.
And they'll sing Cena sucks, but at the same time it's with love. It's not even with malice. I just think that for me it's we wanted the heel turn, and the promos I love, but it's just you people like it, and if we turned him heel just to get his dream matches with face guys, don't think it was necessary. I think it would have. I think maybe it's because the way the buildup was. I like I said, to this day, the heel turn should have happened at Mania. I don't think it should have happened prior to it. It should have happened.
It should have started.
It should have started at Mania. Maybe we'd have been a little bit more enthused about what happened and how we're looking at him then and there. It would have happened on the grandest stage in the world, which would have been better. But other than that, I'm like, it's it's lackluster for me. And I guess he's gonna go out of face anyway, so I don't care what anybody tells me. He's going out that way. But
the question is, do you have him lose to Cody at SummerSlam?
Right. Well, that would be interesting. I don't even think that would happen then. I think probably Randy's gonna fucking get involved in that match as well. So who knows?
That's just true because I mean, see, they're doing a Cena retirement show in December, but it's like how long did you keep this belt on for? I wouldn't wait till December. I would say, you know what, do this at SummerSlam, and if you want to have Rollins cash in on him. But I'm looking at a guy like Drew McIntyre. If when he comes back, give him the WWE title. Let him have a decent run with it, because that dude put in the work last year and a half.
Right.
Punk against Rollins. Because I mean, if Rollins cashes in, like say if he cashes in, more than likely on the world title, it's gonna be him and Sammy at WrestleMania.
Right.
But on the SmackDown side, like, I mean, Cody and Drew for the WWE title, that's something I would want to see for WrestleMania, or Cody against a heel Randy. Like, I mean, Cena's not going to Mania with his belt. Like, once December hits, it's over.
Right. Well, let's see what happens, because I honestly believe down the line that they're going to fix it. No, they're not. They're really not. But
the last second they fixed it. That's the problem.
Cena gets the win here at 26-15, and that's gonna close out Night of Champions. Your thoughts on the PLE altogether?
That was an okay show, but honestly, I don't know. The main event is really the only thing that really that sticks out to me, where it's like it could have been like a couple minutes short with the shenanigans. Barring that, it was just like a regular show. The King of the Ring and the Queen of the Ring I'm fine with. Everything else on the show was good. So winning the belt is okay. That's another step. Weird little step for Bloodline 3.0.
Yeah.
And then I mean now it's on to a Saturday's main event. Where I swear to God, if Goldberg wins his final match, I'm done.
I'm not saying anything. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Thank God this is the last one, because I don't want to hear what Jay predicted Goldberg wins.
not saying anything. This one I'll keep quiet. But other than that, guys, make sure you check us out on all the social media outlets. Check us out on all the podcasting outlets as well. And be sure you check out New York Wrestle Media on the YouTubers and such. So once again, my guy, Homework Mike, thanks again for checking in. And as always, check you guys in a sec. In a sec.
2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
Sit, turn type, sit. Good boy. Ruff.